All this time, you've been chasing women like they're the prize. You've been bending your schedule, editing your personality, trying to show her you're the right guy. You've been available, attentive, supportive, doing everything you thought would make her stay. And what happened? She drifted. She got bored. She lost interest. Nobody told you this part. Nobody told you that the more you try to secure her, the less she feels like she needs to secure you. Women don't compete for the man who's always there. They don't fight over the guy who's emotionally on call. They compete for the man who's willing to walk. The man who's not glued to the outcome. The man who doesn't move his life around for anyone. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to become that man. The man women chase. The man women fight to keep. The man who flips the script so hard it changes how you see yourself and how women see you forever. Here's the brutal truth. When a woman feels like she's already won you, the game's over. Not because she's cruel, not because she's playing games, but because the psychological trigger that drives her obsession, the feeling that she might lose you, is gone. Women chase what feels scarce. They chase what feels slightly out of reach. And most men? They kill that tension immediately by over-giving, over-explaining, over-committing. You've probably done this. You meet a girl, you're excited, she texts you, and you answer instantly. She cancels plans, and you say, "It's okay, maybe next time." You double text. You triple text. You show her she's a priority, and you think this will win her over. But it doesn't. It pushes her away, because you've made it too easy. There's no competition, no uncertainty, no chase. And here's the part most guys never realize. You don't create competition by adding more women. You create competition by becoming the kind of man women are afraid to lose. I remember this night like it was yesterday. Sitting in a dim bar, whiskey in hand, across from a girl who, by all social measures, was out of my league. She asked, "So, where do you see this going?" And I didn't blink. I didn't lean in. I didn't try to reassure her. I just said, "That's something I decide as I get to know you." Her eyes lit up, not because I said something special, but because I didn't hand over my power. I didn't show up desperate to lock her down. I was evaluating her, not chasing her. That's what she felt. That's what flipped the dynamic. You've been told to be direct, to show your feelings, to make your intentions clear. But here's the raw truth. If you show her you're all in before she's earned it, you've already lost. Because women don't chase men who are easy to secure. They chase men who are centered in themselves. Men who move like they have options, like they have purpose, like they're not afraid to lose her. This doesn't mean you act cold. It doesn't mean you pretend to be busy or play fake games. It means your life is actually busy. Your mission actually comes first. Your time is actually limited. And the paradox is this: when you live like that, women feel your absence, and that absence creates pull. You have to stop living like getting her is the win. You are the win. Your life, your standards, your energy, that's the prize. But you can't just say that. You have to live like it. Every time you reply instantly, you're showing her you're waiting. Every time you rearrange your plans for her, you're signaling she comes before your mission. Every time you over-explain yourself, you're showing you're afraid to lose her. You might think these are small things, but they add up. They tell a story, and the story you've been telling is, "You're more valuable than me. I'll do whatever it takes to keep you." That's not attractive. That doesn't make her compete. That makes her feel safe, but bored. That makes her feel wanted, but not pulled. The guy she chases isn't the guy who tells her, "I need you." It's the guy who makes her feel like she has to prove herself to him. And here's where it gets even deeper. You might think you can fake this mindset. You might think, "I'll just act busy. I'll just pretend not to care." But women can smell fake distance. They can sense when your silence is calculated. They can feel when you're holding back just to make them chase. This only works when it's real. When your mission actually excites you more than a text from her. When your day is actually full of things that matter, more than waiting on her response. This only works when you've genuinely shifted your mindset to, "I am the prize, she's applying to be in my life." When that becomes your foundation, you stop chasing. You stop over-investing. You stop worrying about her pulling away. Because you've already realized, you don't need her to feel full. You don't need her to validate you. You don't need her to complete anything. And that's what flips the attraction switch. That's what makes her lean in. That's what makes her compete. When you become the man she feels she could lose at any moment, not because you're playing a game, but because your life is moving forward either way, that's when you finally get it. That's when you stop being the guy chasing approval and start becoming the man who naturally draws it. There's this silent energy you carry when you're genuinely okay with losing her. It's not bitterness. It's not arrogance. It's not pretending. It's just calm. You're not reacting. You're not chasing. You're not trapped in the fear of being alone. You're grounded. You're busy building a life so good you don't even think about whether she's staying or going. And here's the thing, she feels that. She feels when you're good with or without her. And that's what makes her lock in. That's what makes her compete. Because suddenly, she's not comparing you to other men. She's comparing herself to the standards you've already set. You're no longer asking, how can I get her? You're asking, is she even good enough for my life? That's the subtle shift. That's the mindset that creates gravity. It's not about controlling her, it's about controlling yourself. When you stop performing for women, you unlock something rare, self-respect. When you stop living to please women, you start attracting women who actually want to please you. The weak man revolves around her. The strong man revolves around his purpose. And the man who revolves around his purpose becomes magnetic. It's not loud. It's not flashy. It's not some scripted tactic. It's quiet. It's calm. It's relentless. She calls. You might answer. You might not. She asks to see you. Maybe you're free. Maybe you're not. She cancels plans. You don't punish her. You just move on. You don't negotiate your value. You don't beg for her time. You just live. Fully, purposefully, unapologetically. And that's when she starts questioning herself. Why isn't he chasing me? Does he even care? Am I losing him? That's when she starts working for your attention. That's when she starts competing for your energy. That's when she starts leaning in, because she feels like she could lose you. And here's the punch in the gut truth. You don't get her back by chasing. You don't get her back by waiting. You don't get her back by trying to prove anything. You get her back by never needing her again.